We are going to talk about bronze casting and maybe begin a little bit with the history of the medium. It was casting in bronze, and when we are in the museum, what we are looking at mostly are Roman carving in marble of what were bronze sculpture made by Greeks. Lots of classical figures that were created by ancient Greeks, like this one from around the 3rd century BC, were made out of bronze. Then when Roman culture developed, they were very good at making copy of the Greek bronze. Most of the Greek bronze have been lost, they've been melted down. Very few survived, this is one of them. Oftentimes the ones that survived were lost at sea and so were well preserved underwater, like this one, which is why it has the mottled finish. Lots of things that we're thinking of the typical Greek sculptures in marble are actual Roman copy in marble of Greek bronze. Also, bronze was often melted down during the Middle Ages because, first of all, these are just pagan sculptures that Christians didn't care about in the Middle Ages. But also, bronze was and still is a valuable metal, mostly made out of copper and thin, and is expensive. So if they don't like the sculpture that's made out of bronze, they melt it down and make it into something that they do like. For instance, a church bell or cannon. When the bronze sculpture was destroyed, that was often why it was. Marble sculpture cost 10 times more than wood sculptures. A bronze sculpture cost even 10 times more than a marble one. If we are going to make something out of wood, it might have a certain cost, but if we are going to make it out of bronze, that same sculpture would cost literally 10 times more. But of course, it's a much more durable medium, and even more durable than stone. It's more durable than wood, of course, and it is more durable than marble. Marble, although it's a rock, is very brittle. We can thinking of it as almost like chalk. So marble can easily stand on its own 2 feet if we want to thinking of large sculpture. Bronze instead has incredibly good tensile strength, and so we can achieve things in bronze that we would never be able to achieve in marble.